Hello YouTube! Today I'm going to let you know about some great low budget equipment you can use when you are just starting out. Now before we start, I do need to let you know that I'm not going to go super much into detail about what brand you should get, or I'm also not going to compare prices or anything like that. This video is more about that if you want to invest in your channel or your live streams, what's the best thing that you should get first. Now, I will put links in the description below of everything that I'm recommending, but I do suggest you browse, you look around, you Google a bit online to see what works best for you or your channel. The first thing I can recommend you are clip mics, which are also called lapel mics or lavalier mics. And a clip mic is a very handy thing to get when you are recording videos. Clip mics pick up audio way better than boom mics or directional mics, and especially when you get the cheaper ones. Obviously, an expensive boom mic will be better than a cheap clip mic, but if price is an issue, I would say get a clip mic because it will get the job done without a problem. Now, you can get clip mics for cheap as like £12, £25, and you can actually plug them into your phone and record your audio through your phone. This is a very good way to increase the quality of your videos when you're just starting out without having to buy very expensive audio equipment. And as you can see right here, I'm using the same thing. I have my clip mic linked into my phone and it works perfectly fine. And the second thing I would recommend is a webcam, because if you are a gamer and you want to show yourself on screen while you're playing your game, or if you're not a gamer and you need to show what you are doing in real life and not what you're doing on a computer, obviously you will need a way to show that. And of course, the best way to do that is a very expensive camera for optimal video quality, or even very expensive webcams to get a similar result. Now, unfortunately, in the beginning, that won't always be a viable option. But luckily, video quality isn't as crucial as audio quality. Now, of course, video quality is important, but even with a slightly lesser video quality, your videos or your streams will still be watchable. And that is why if you get a standard cheap webcam, it will still get the job done. Because you have webcams from like as cheap as £5 or dollars or euros or whatever it is that you use. So £5, £20, something like that. And it's just fine. If you have then eventually a bit of a disposable income, this might be the first thing that you should upgrade. But for the time being, in the beginning, when you just started out your channel, getting a cheap standard webcam will be perfectly fine. Then the next thing you could get is a second monitor. Now, this isn't super crucial, but it will make your life so much easier, especially when you are streaming. Now, don't get an expensive or huge monitor. Just buy a second-hand one from Amazon or eBay. Get an older model for 2005. It doesn't matter, as long as you have two screens that you can use. Now, the only thing that you do need to pay attention to is the plugs in the back of your computer, because you might need an adapter to allow for your dual monitors. Now, make sure you don't get an HDMI cable splitter, because that will just show the same pictures on both monitors. So definitely make sure that you have the right adapters to accommodate for two monitors. And a second-hand monitor probably also costs less than £20 as well. So all in all, this isn't too bad for something that will make your life, your recording, your editing, your streaming just so much better and so much easier as well. And the next thing I will recommend is earbuds, because you don't need expensive headphones. You don't even need headphones at all, because when you are recording or when you are streaming, you do need the audio to go straight into your ears, because if you let the audio go through your speakers and you're also recording your own voice, that audio will kind of be picked up as well, and it will cause an annoying echoey effect, or it will just give you bad audio quality, and you don't want that. So if you don't have the budget to buy expensive headphones, just use the earbuds that you have from your smartphone, from your MP3 player, from your iPod. It doesn't matter, whatever it is that you have lying around in the house. And it doesn't matter how good or bad of a quality those earbuds are either, because the only person that will hear through them is you. Now, I'm not going to put a link in the description below for this, because honestly, you have something like this lying in the house, I bet. But my point is, if you are thinking of getting some headphones, don't do it right away. Just use what you have already. It's perfectly fine. Don't buy something just for your stream or your recording sessions. It really isn't necessary. And then the last thing I would recommend is background fillers, because when you're using your webcam, you need to make sure there isn't a blank or boring wall behind you. You need something that brightens it up. So you can hang something there, you can put something there, it doesn't matter, as long as it's just not empty. There are many things you can use for that, and I'm just going to give you a few suggestions, but feel free to put whatever you want. So the first thing I would suggest is use posters. Now, that can be a poster of a film you like, of a person you like, of a game you like, of a TV show you like. It doesn't really matter. It could be a picture of a cute puppy, but as long as there's something behind you that isn't just boring or blank. And if you put a poster, it's something that people can talk about as well, that your viewers can talk about as well. And you can get posters pretty much anywhere. I'm not going to put the link in the description below for that. Just Google it. You'll find options for £2, £5, £10. It doesn't really matter, but it will just make a whole lot of difference. Then the second thing I would recommend is maybe memorabilia. And that could be like figurines of a game character, or an anime character or something. Could be just a picture of your cat. Could be a collection of baseball cards. Again, it doesn't really matter as long as there's something behind you that isn't a blank wall. And then the last thing I could recommend is colored lights. I will put a link in the description below for that one. And this is just a nice way to brighten up your stream or your video as well. You can go really cheap, you can go really expensive. The ones I have behind me, you can see right here, they are stick-on lights, but you can also have hanging lights, you can use light panels, whatever it is that you fancy. Doesn't really matter, but it's just a nice way to, as I mentioned, brighten up your videos. And I will put a link in the description below for that. I don't know if I mentioned this, but again, you can go cheap, you can go expensive. The ones I have are £15, so they're not the best ones, but they definitely do the trick, and I like them. So there's that. So ladies and gentlemen, these were my suggestions of some great low budget equipment that you can use for your videos or your streams. I hope you liked it. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you thought in the description below. If you thought I missed something, if you don't agree with something as well, I'm always open to hear your opinions. I'm really curious to hear them as well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Bye!